Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Well, we all know it gets hot in the valley even past summertime, and so many of us just want to cool off with a nice cold dessert. Our team went ahead and caught up with one RGV resident who can help with just that in today's Fun with Food segment.
Good morning, this is Denise Eason with Ice Cream and Bananas. Today we're going to be making a strawberry sundae with some ganache, some strawberry preserves, and some little toppings. We're first going to start off with a scoop of strawberry ice cream. That is our first layer. Secondly, we're going to put a layer of ganache. You can throw in some whipped cream as well and some nuts. Then we do another scoop of strawberry ice cream with some strawberry preserves on top, whipped cream, nuts, and a cherry. Once you're completed, then you'll have an amazing strawberry sundae from Ice Cream and Bananas. You can enjoy these treats on birthday parties, engagement, and baby showers, or just an everyday treat. You know, when someone comes up and says, "This is my first time," I'm like, okay, well, this is how this is made. When we first started was because we wanted something that our children could eat because we saw how it was mass produced and it wasn't really, So when we started real simple, and then we were at a farmer's market and we saw somebody selling up in Iowa because my late husband was from Iowa. And then we said, why not ice cream? There's nothing like that here in the valley. There's nothing in McAllen like this, right? So then we started real simple, and we've been doing this for the past, it'll be 5 years in September. Making ice cream is so fulfilling, okay? Bringing joy to others is amazing, right? Because you're happy, you eat ice cream, you're sad, you eat happy celebrations, you eat ice cream, and it brings so much joy. So when someone tells me this is the best that they've had, it just makes all my hard work worth it. Come out to the farmers market every Saturday, the McAllen Farmers Market located at the McAllen Public Library, Saturdays 10 to 1. You can find all different kinds of ice cream flavors. We have Death by Chocolate, Strawberry Balsamic, Bananas Foster. We have sorbets. We have also vegan ice cream made with coconut milk. And we have our banana pops, which are vegan as well, frozen dipped in non-dairy vegan chocolate with different kinds of toppings. So we honor the non-dairy and the dairy community, both.
All right, well, research shows that preparing children to start kindergarten is essential for their long-term academic success, but not all kids have the same opportunities to take part in programs that will help ensure that they're ready. This problem has even more been highlighted since the pandemic hit and preschool participation plummeted among families living in poverty. One hospital, however, says talking to a pediatrician is a good place for parents to start. They say simple educational activities to implement in everyday life, like reading together before bedtime or even counting blueberries on your plate at lunchtime, can definitely help. We caught up with their team to learn more about what we can do. So go ahead and take a look.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Sarah Bodie. I'm a pediatrician at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. I direct our school health services, so do a lot of work with what it means to keep kids healthy and ready for their education. And so we're going to talk a little bit today about kindergarten readiness, the importance of it, and how as a parent you can make sure your child's ready when school starts. When we're thinking about kids and starting school, a couple of things. One is that it's really important for kids to be ready when they start kindergarten, because we know if they start school and they're already ready with those early skills, it's much more likely for them to pass their reading guarantee in 3rd grade, to graduate high school, and move on to secondary education. So it's so important to start ready and ahead and not be trying to catch up after the kindergarten year has started. As parents, you are your child's first and most important teacher. So you are the one that's setting that foundation at home with your child. One of the most important things you can do with kids in those early years is read. So lots of time with books. I mean, that really starts with babies, right? That you're at home and you're having those board books and you're working with them every night. But then as your child gets older and is getting ready for kindergarten, they're starting to look at with you, and they're starting to recognize those letters and putting names to the pictures, and doing that even for 15 minutes a day can make really a huge difference for your child and how much literacy skills they have when they start kindergarten. During the pandemic, this has been a stressful time for families across the country, and many kids have been in either preschool or daycare programs, and maybe that has not happened in the past year. So it's just been a tough time, but I think parents really can focus on this for their child and have that time in good family time where you're working on these reading and literacy skills, and knowing that by doing that every night, you're really setting your child up to be successful, not only when they start kindergarten, but really long term. And so we know kids that have a higher vocabulary when they start kindergarten, they're reading well, by third grade. It's just easier for them to get through school because you read to learn. And so understanding the importance of this is critical for parents to really focus on it. The other thing is, during the pandemic, a lot of us have increased our screen time, many of us, myself included. And one of the really important things to remember is that kids that are not school age, so the less than 5, they really do not learn as well with tablets or screens or shows as they do with those hands-on activities. So it is okay for them to watch some learning shows, but we should really limit the number of hours of that, really less than 2 hours at the most, and really focus more on those activities we can do together. Flashcards, reading books, counting games. Again, that time and attention with their parents at home is really helpful. So as a parent, if you're wanting to learn more about how to get your kids ready for school, what kind of resources you could offer, a couple places that are good to start. We do have some resources here at Nationwide Children's Hospital. We have a focus on kindergarten readiness, so you can come to nationwidechildren's.org and look up our school health services and get to those resources. And then the American Academy of Pediatrics, which is all pediatricians banded together, has a website, healthychildren.org. And that website has a host of resources and activities as well. So really an opportunity to just go online and look at those and really find out what works best for your child and what are some of the activities I can do at home to make sure my child's ready. One of the things we're really interested in at Nationwide Children's Hospital is making sure that we have an equitable environment for education for kids when they get there. And that's really taking a look at what are the resources we're providing for kindergarten readiness across everyone in our community. So really a focus on making sure that every child has the same opportunity, that they're ready to start school when they get there and have the same chance of success.
All right, well, that's all of our time for now. We want to thank you again so much for joining us this morning, and be sure to tune in again next time on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.